What, Alchemist? Today I'm going to have a special guest with me live. As you know, you're listening to Blog Talk Live. And I wanted to say hi and a shout out. And we're just going to wait for the buzzing and all that other good stuff. So without further ado, I am going to wear my glasses. You like my do? How do you like it? How you like it? So I have my glasses on so I can see everything. And of course, I look a lot different with the glasses on, which we're going to, oops, like I said, I'm winging it as always. And this is a new thing for us, and we're just, like I said, we're going to work out the kinks because we want all the things to go right as we're broadcasting. So you see, like, you get to see all the stuff I'm broadcasting. You get to hear all that too. So we got positive things going on. I love all the positive things that happens. And, you know, even so much, it might not seem positive at the same times, but it is, you know, like all the wonderful things that we're doing and saying and being involved with. So we're live on Ustream right now. And like I said, as you're welcome into my abode, this is my home, which I grace so graciously. Let's see. I can even turn this down a little bit so that it's not so up on here. You know, I just didn't want to be so close to you guys. 5 minutes until showtime. Like a little. I know y'all like, get it together, lady. Get it together, Food Alchemist. What's your problem? Really nothing. Food Alchemist is just always changing. Like changing the chameleon that I am. I had a little thing that I was using it with, and I wanted you guys to see like my crystal grid back there and all of that, and put all the positivity for prosperity that was going on. I always like try to have that going on. So we're going to have that. We got the lady. Let's see if we have anybody there. Look. I am alive now. Let's cook with gas. What do you say? We're cooking with gas? Minutes until showtime. So we got, it's live. Oh, let's see who I have. My first caller. Let's see. Hello, who do I have on the line?
Yes, hello. This is Avionne Akanbi.
Okay, we got you live. Now, were you able to get in the chat room where I am?
You see me there?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't see anybody.
Oh, I guess that's the part where I'm supposed to click to join this video. I'm on a different Google channel. Okay.
This is why we call in early, so we can work out all the kinks, ladies and gentlemen, so you get to see behind the motion. There you go. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, you know what?
Uh-oh. Mute the speakers on one. Just the speakers so you don't
Okay, the speakers on Google Hangout?
On the computer, but don't mute the mic, just the speaker.
Okay. Is there speakers? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm pointing. It's picking up the speaker. Up there. See, I'm doing this.
I can hear you. See, that's what we need. We need, yes. We didn't want you to mute the mic. Just mute the speakers from the computer, which you did, and I'll be able to hear you.
2 minutes until showtime. Okay, okay, I put the mic back on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I see you. See, you'll see the little green things going up and down. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
But you got your mic. Unmute your mic, but your mic needs to be unmuted so you can be heard on the computer. But the speakers, just the speakers.
Okay. Usually the green light goes on when my microphone is on.
Yes.
Right.
There you go. It's done. You did good. Wait a minute. You done mute yourself again.
Is that unmuted?
Let me see. I'm gonna put this on mute, and we're gonna test this. How about we put that? Now say something.
1 minute until showtime.
You're still muted.
1 minute. Should I rejoin?
No. You're fine. Just okay. Now it says it's off. Okay. So, but I want you to test and say something. I'm putting this on mute. I'm putting my phone on mute so we don't hear each other because mine's will echo too. So, oops. Like I said, come on.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. Now you speak. Okay. I can hear you on the cell, but I can't hear you on the computer. Let me see. Yeah, unmute yourself. Huh?
We'll go live in 5 seconds.
We're going live. Hold on, we'll get it. No worries.
2, 1. Well, welcome everybody. You are now listening to the Alchemy Network. You will be amazed by all the things we have to offer you. Our creator and host with the most is the food alchemist. Your favorite food alchemist will bring you treats for the mind, for the body, and the soul. You'll reach places deep within inside yourself that you didn't know was there, that were covered with medicine and stuff. You'll open up and you'll blossom to a lovely flower with all the information that you will find. I want you to go to the website,
Okay. It should. I unmuted it. I didn't touch it.
Okay.
I hope you can hear me. Well, she's gonna. It should be working now.
Good.
Because I do see the green light on. I won't touch it. I hope you can hear me.
That heals you within yourself. She helps you tap in like no other mother will. So if you have questions, you want to conversation, pick up the phone, call 480-253-9407,
but the mic is on.
or run to the website and tap in
Am I sitting up straight?
It's brought to you today by the Alchemy Network. She wants to amaze you, help you, assist you, guide you, and show you. We also have more than this. We have a wonderful coming in December. The event will be, you want to be there. Get in contact with us. We are taking payment at this time. We will meet worship. We will teach food from belief. We will do yoga. We will do different forms of exercising and communicating with Gaia and also from the wind. And we will bring in all these energy, all of the wine in our little unit. We will enjoy and be in This is happening in December 2015. So go to the website and see where you can see the Blue Alchemist. This is your favorite alchemist. Love, life, longevity, and much prosperity. Blessings.
Hello, everyone. I know you're seeing the screen. This is our commercial. This is my website, www.HEFSESSIFOEALCHEMIST.com. And for the event that we mentioned for December, to come and join us for the Bliss Resort Retreat that is going to be off the hook with Rosita Arvergo, Margarita Rose, and Carol Barnes, the yoga expert and the Bushman of Belize, and the healing to get of a vaginal steam massage and all the healing that you deserve from your body, and also do the medicine trail as well. I want to welcome you and just feel the vibe, the energy. So again, if you want to be part of this venture for December 1st to December 10th, you have to decide of the 10th to the 7th. You be the one. If you want a more intense lesson with me, Carol, and other beings there, you want to click on that. The trip only costs $2,300, and it includes your transportation to this wonderful place in the beautiful cottages that you're seeing. And it also includes breakfast and lunch. At dinner, we will eat out and be with the locals. We will be part of this wonderful environment. So again, go to that wonderful website, CHEFSESSYFOODNICET.com/events, events, and you can book that. And we will see you there. This is your favorite food alchemist. So I want to welcome you live with my wonderful guest. We are going here. So I want to welcome you, my sister. I want to welcome you, and I just say welcome, welcome, welcome. And we're going to have your website up here in a minute. We're going to show all the blessings that we have it going on here about your appetite comic, which is very positive and very enlightened. And like I said, it's not boondock, y'all. This is something positive to give you something to think about and go, is that what my kids are thinking about? Is that the way we're gonna go? I think that is off the chain. That is something that's positive, that has us in such a positive light. So without further ado, introduce yourself so they can say your name correctly all the way, my sister.
Oh, that was really extreme. I'm so honored to be here. I'm not. Well, my name is. Thank you very much. I'm really honored. My name is Avionne Akanbi, and I'm an animator and illustrator from Western New York, Buffalo, New York, and I went to Howard University to study animation and this comic. Appetite, which is basically supposed to be in some time supposed to be a feature. I'm starting it out with as a comic online, so that people can get to know the characters and what they stand for. I don't know. I hope
I like that. I like that.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Let's see. I'm switching my phone around, ladies and gentlemen, so that I'm not messing with any of the studio equipment. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
So you got to do that. So
going with
that. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Am I breaking up? Yeah, I hear you fine.
No. I can hear you. I just want to make sure, because sometimes with Google likes to play with people. And we're just saying.
Like, I'm here.
Yeah, it surprises you. Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
No, not muted mic. Okay. So want to make sure my mic is not muted. So make sure my camera's on, and You know, making sure everything is going like it's supposed to. Because sometimes energy,
Yes.
and it's Mercury
Yeah.
retrograde. Ugh.
Yes. Oh,
I sometimes don't like that.
In that period. Yes. Mercury retrograde. Yeah.
Yep, all the way to what, June 17th? June 17th, y'all. Just beware of that energy. And then we have the beautiful Sagittarius moon. That was yesterday. Awesome. So getting back to you, you went to Howard University. So that in itself says positivity and support of all kinds of history of beautiful people coming from there with, and what I mean beautiful is minded, not looks, but the mind. Not saying that they don't have beautiful people there. They do. It's just your mind is open and expanded to think in a more positive way about your own self-reflection and being positive and moving forth. And that's what young people need to see today, besides seeing pants hanging off their booty, which I like, is not a your comedy. And the coffee, and I like even the adults that I got to see. So we're going to show you some of these coffee talk that you had in the strip and just in the trailer, which is really nice. So guys, you need to look at this trailer. It is off the hook.
Thank you.
With this young lady, Avionne is just, it's beautiful. So when I seen it, I came across your site a couple months ago, and I said, I'm going to talk to this young lady. And then I said, oh, well, I got busy. And then I said, you better reach out to her now. And Spirit said, you know what, girl, you better see if you can get on your show. And I said, okay, I'm going to do this. And you said, sure. And I was like, oh, Spirit had this all along, that you will come to the forefront. You wasn't prepared for this, but it was like, sure, and correct. So what inspired you to make this kind of comedy strip? Like, what was going on in your mind to say, to think outside the box like this?
Well, when I was on campus, because I actually was stimulated by conversations and children, because the kids are 7 years old in the comic, but they're precocious, and I love children speaking, looking at things from an adult's perspective with their 7-year-old innocence. So the same type of conversation that we have on Howard's campus is the same kind of conversations these kids have on a playground. And it's just a lot of things where, sometimes we're afraid to go with it. Why do I, work at this day job I hate, or why do I do this? And so kids, kids are bold, so they ask why without question. And they're very bold, and it's just like they ask the questions that we are afraid to ask. And so the comic is kind of inspired to kind of follow their misadventure as they go through, just boldly going through the whys that we adults are scared to even touch on specifics, like assimilation. I mean, they could touch on just, they kind of study culture in terms of their identity in North America through pop culture, popular culture, the mainstream, and where they fit, with as far as African American people and just even other cultures, because America is comprised of everyone that's here in America came from somewhere else, and so they have an identity, but a lot of them have just gone Western, so they've just kind of gone mainstream and forgotten themselves, so to speak. So Appetite was to basically bring them back through asking why, through the precociousness and the boldness of a child, kind of, like they asking the question on with different, I guess, like in different episodes of, like, with the comic that you reviewed, Temilola was asking, she's saying, she's starting with not knowing herself, which is a question that we all kind of, we kind of get fused in this Western reality, and we forget about, things like, your expertise of herbs and things we used to do, before we came here and before any other culture came here. And so they kind of, from a comical perspective, kind of question that, and it's kind of put into like an episodic format with Appetite, because the feature will examine it in an even more solid front, like where after you all know the characters. So yeah, Appetite, yeah. Questions why? There's a lot of stimulating conversations on campus, and it's just, wow, you gotta do something with this.
Okay,
So.
I like that, because a lot of people say, okay, well, you answer the question why, and they're like, okay, so what do you do after that? And you actually went out and did something about it and put it into something very creative, which that hands down, that they can say, okay, well, you know what? I can see my child in this. I can see my kid in this. And they can see, the questions that kids actually answer, which for me was really outstanding. Like, okay, I like this. I really like this. And it had something. So also I want to ask you, when are you said that you're going to be doing a movie, correct? Like a movie's coming out with this? Am I?
Yes. Yeah, it's a feature. We're aiming for 2 years because all the the whole process is you got to go through the film festival circuit, and then they have to look at your film and see if it has enough of an audience, and so they really highly suggested the comic strip so that people can get to know the characters, so that by the time the film comes out, then people can get an idea of hey, oh, that's Temilola, or that's, oh, okay, I see, that type of thing. So that's basically we're looking at 2 years' time to have a distributor for the feature. We're aiming for hopefully a little sooner, but it has to go through the film festival circuit to get a buyer.
And I think that's wonderful. So far, and I'm like, I know that you're going to have a wonderful following, because I actually, like I said, I like your comedy, and I know a lot of people are, because they're looking for more positive things. There was just someone this summer that was talking about being positive, and was like, there's nothing positive. And it's like, for kids of melanated, of color, of other than the heroes, they're always the villain, or something like that, where that's not the case. And this, it's a kid asking why, but also seeing themselves and not being excluded. I don't know if you were aware of the what was it? The experiment that was done all the way back in the kids' age, where they took the doll and they asked the girl what doll was the better looking doll, and the girl automatically went to the white doll, that the white doll was beautiful and not the black doll. So it's nice to see that we've come so far, that we're being put in a lot of positive. And I'm not saying that there are a lot of positive, but it's not a lot. It's selective, or it's just in your neighborhood, where I can see this being international, where it can be done. And it should be, at my time, I think we should be at an age that it does not matter. It should not matter where we are. It should not.
Yes.
But go ahead.
No, I was listening. Oh no, I was just listening.
I want people to see the website, and I'm putting it up, so I'm making sure that people can see it. So they're going to see it. That's the point. So we can continue to talk. This is the website, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it takes me a bit to see. So this is the Google Hangout for Appetite, and it comes out on Monday and Friday?
Yes,
Or
on
Wednesday
Google
and
Plus. On Monday and
So
Friday.
Monday and Friday. So at the beginning of the week, you have something positive, and to end your week, that's something positive. I mean, that's in itself, in a nutshell, to make me want to go there and just be part of that. So you see that little girl? It looks like she got a halo on her head, like those braids. It looks like a halo.
Oh, yes, yeah, we were trying to figure out her hairstyle for a minute there. You know, my mother, she actually braided my sister's hair like that because for the film we had to do voices. She said, you know what, let me just go ahead. And then she started to do that, and so that kind of inspired that. Put a little loop there. Okay, we'll go with that.
So, you know, y'all see this, and y'all see me talk about the girl with the afro puff. Y'all see her? Isn't she cute? I'm just telling y'all. So I'll move this so you guys can see. So I'm working two screens, and we're going to continue to talk. I'm going to be behind here because I want to continue to show your work, but there. Okay? So
okay, thank you.
We're going to continue to, you know, show your screen and your positivity, because we want people to see the positive things that they can be. But also there is a trailer on YouTube. So we're going to get that up in a minute. So like I said, I want them to see this. I mean, this is like really nice. You see? All these folks and things where she says, I used to love my puffs. Look at that. You see her? She all brag with her hands all up in the air. She loves. She's like, you have a bad hair day? You never have a bad hair day when you have afro puffs. Come on now. But, I mean, that's like, this is cute. You know, because we always worry about my hair being this way and that way. Because what is people going to do? You know what?
Yeah.
So this is again something to be proud of for these you know, comedies. Look at this. Look at him. He got his little Obama, you know, sign on, and I mean, I'm telling you, this is just too cute. And then you know, this is really good to my heart. Why is good food considered dead
this is
food?
you.
We're talking about the snack food, of course. That stuff that burns you in the inside, all that sugar, all that dye, those Cheetos munch, and all that crunch, that's not alive. You gotta get a carrot or a celery or a cranberry stick, you know, or even get a fruit roll-up. Look at this. So the thing is, and it's multicultural, of all kinds. So it's just not like when I say, oh, it's melanated. You got everybody in here. And it's talking about economy. So this is something that you could really get behind. This is not something that's going, you know, I don't know if I want to do that. This is something very good, especially this. Not many know that the power lies beneath highly textured hair. And people don't know that there was something behind that, and there is a lot of truth to that. Your hair has power. That's why you're told not to cut your locks at some point, because it's used as an antenna. Now, some of us have to go deep, and there's different things in enlightenment as you go through different ceremonies for you people that don't know. So every aspect, it is positive. And you know, so come on, I'm trying to get to this other website, you guys. So like I said, be patient with me. Y'all get to see all the stuff that I talk about. So we're going to, there we go. So here we're going to go to this one. This is the website. And, you know, you get to see this website. Come on. Don't be all dookie dookity. There you go. So you see that beautiful green? I love that color. It stands out.
That needs
out. It says to what it's really all about. And there's videos there, and it has discussion. Do you see that? Look at that. So she's been working on. This is just something that didn't come overnight and it's there and going tomorrow. She talks about the health consciousness, you know, and that's what we know. And coffee and all the stuff, all the bad stuff we eat sometimes, and coffee and addict. I mean, this is cute. So I want to, you know, tell us, how did you come to like make these episodes like health consciousness, like that video? What made you want to do that?
Well, that's my lifestyle, or it has become. I've been a vegetarian for about 12 years now. And I'm saying he's a 1-year-old vegetarian, now vegan. Well, I mean, we eat both vegetarian and vegan, a little bit dairy, and so it's so exciting taking care of your body. And the herbalist, you know, we have one herbalist, but you know, wherever you get the herbs is where you get them. You know, out in California, and it's really exciting when you start to take care of yourself and see, even with the most simple headache, you know what I mean, that you could get rid of with, you know, without taking Advil or Tylenol, and with food. You know, apple. I even something looked crazy when I said, you know, so that those other videos are from another website called Laugh at Life Tunes, where we kind of deal with like we deal with more businesses. That's more like freelance, where you know, the videos that we have up there now are for like an alternative to coffee. There was this wheatgrass coffee where we had these little episodes that kind of show different scenarios where people, you know, what happened when people drink caffeinated coffee. And so she wanted something where it kind of promoted the coffee, bio coffee, and basically show different scenarios of people that had stomach aches and things like that from regular coffee, and showing them like another way with bio coffee, and kind of bringing in bio coffee in the end. And I actually ordered her product as well, bio coffee. I thought it was from the Philippines, and I thought that was pretty cool because, you know, so, you know, what the tunes, what they did is just remind people about the coffee. They reminded people about, and then, you know, a lot of them hadn't heard it, but it got them to the sales page, which was really good for her. That was really exciting. But, you know, it's just exciting being able, especially doing comics like now Appetite, you know, it's separate. It deals with, you know, like food for thought, you know, as far as during that strip. It deals with like the consciousness. It's kind of like a holistic when you look at it. Way of looking at things is that when you know yourself, you know, as far as appetite, then you'll start to eat better, which kind of deals with Laugh at Life Tunes. You know, as far as, you know, health, you know, you'll start to eat better and start to, you know, discover other things about yourself the way you were. So it's just, we found that it's very exciting taking care of self and knowing self. It's a lonely path sometimes because the world doesn't understand how to eat, you know, that kind of thing. It can be kind of frustrating, you know. Well, you know that. Well,
right, and I like that.
Fun with it through tunes.
I really like that because you're talking about like back in the day when there was a coffee shortage back in 1940 something. They used actually chicory. You remember chicory root. Chicory root. Chicory. CHICORK. Chicory root. They used to add that back down south to stretch their coffee, and it gave energy to the body as well as waking them up. So when I grow up, I didn't grow up drinking coffee. I grew up, well, my grandfather drank some, but there was this coffee called Postum that was made with barley and wheatgrass and chicory root. And it was mixed together, and it caused Postum. They have it in the health food. Then they stopped making it. It was a grain. They're grains, but they give you that energy. Because some people like, okay, well, you can get tea that also has that jump start in it as well, like that people don't know
Right.
about. So, or the black
Mhm.
that they don't know about. So it's nice that you're having that in there about bio coffee, and that you're talking
Mhm.
about the vegetarian lifestyle, because most people don't, or it's hush hush, or back in the 70s you didn't know what yogi hoagies were, just
Yeah.
tofu and all the stuff they cake, the bread, it was made in a can. So even though you were eating good, it was made in a factory, and you were trying to be vegetarian, but it was the way it was made. It was done good, but by the time you get it to yourself, it was not the same quality,
Right.
unless you made everything yourself. So then you go to these health stores, and then what my mom said, they had yogi hoagies with tofu, and then they would make tofu, and then it would be mixed up with some kind of mayo and carrots. It was different. It just looked kind of,
Yeah.
but it was actually good for me.
Yeah.
It was really good. People were not doing that in the 80s. They didn't eat unless it had colored, dyed, fried, and laid to the side of them. That's my
Mhm.
fault. So
Yeah.
you're bringing these kids in and giving them healthy thoughts, healthy foods, and they're thriving.
Mm.
And adults are like, "Oh, I like that. I'm going to
Mm.
pass this on to my kid." And the more kids that see this, they're going to think and start questioning their parents. See, so
Yeah.
you're reaching the next generation to tap the past generation. Say, "Hey, hello, mama, what are you feeding me?" That they're going to start
Mhm.
questioning. So that in itself is hats off. The young are going to teach the old. How did you think
Yes.
about that? You
Yeah.
thought-
Yeah. Well, you said the young are going to teach the old.
right. Is
Yeah.
that the
Precocious.
mindset?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know they
See,
teach me. Yeah. I totally get all my wisdom from like the daycare center. That's where they're most pure before they're touched by the world. They got all the answers. Definitely.
That's good.
They just
That's
know.
good. I
don't
like
understand.
that. I really do. I like
Thank you.
that.
I don't know.
See?
I get.
You're right.
Yeah. They really are. They just, and they're not even trying to show you. They're just really genius. Like, they just really have the answer. It's like, what would this conversation be like if we were 7, or 5, that type of thing. How would we approach this conversation, that type of thing.
Okay.
So
Okay, I
that's,
like that. I never would have thought of it. Well, I guess I did, because the classes for the young, for them to understand where they're going and how they're going to go, which is amazing.
right. Oh yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kids. Thank you.
And
Yeah.
I love the child bio one, where you have an adults in there as well.
Oh, which one was that? Oh, the bio. Oh, the family. Okay, that was the client for the other company, Laugh at Life Tunes.com. It's that where she wanted, like, this is just she had 5 shorts or 5 little commercials she wanted us to do for her coffee. This is a company, a client of ours with them. And she wanted us to do like a show. Her family. That's actually her and her husband and her kids in the commercial.
Wow. That's nice, though. That is amazing. So congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Because that's, and it's all beautiful. It's like a rainbow. And then, like I said, like we are in the world. We're a rainbow. We're one. We're not in a hub, but we're in a thing.
Mm.
So thank you for that, for giving us
within this context.
that
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah.
So I like that. I mean, I'm enjoying this. Can you
Well,
tell?
thank you. I hope it speaks to you and maybe some other people, or whoever it speaks to, you know, it's the main thing is that, you know, at the end of the day, you want to know that you're like, what's really important is that everybody is, you remember we were talking yesterday about Neo and just knowing what your purpose is, you know, from Kwanzaa and that. And so I'm hoping that either the appetite, you know, the series there, or through even the other company Laugh at Life too, is that with the business, you know, the business owners that want to get a tour done or something, that they, most of the people that have commissioned me to do work is people that they have a voice that they want to put in some type of visual format through a character or through, you know, they have something that they want to get out there and they don't know quite how to do it. And so I hope that they could just get their voice out there the way that they, you know, they're Nia, so they could feel that, you know. But I know that the number one Nia is definitely knowing self. It seems like.
Okay. Well, see, the thing, I want to thank you because our conversation yesterday inspired me to write a book.
Oh my goodness.
About some things that we don't even think about. And, well, it's for adults, about the yoni and how to do it. And I thought everybody knew that. And I just took for granted that they knew what to do. They knew how to do it. And then I was talking to my manager here, and we got to talking, and she said, "What? Huh?" I said, "Didn't your grandmother tell you about this?" And she's like, "No."
There's a lot of stuff.
And I was like, "Okay." And I told my daughter, I said, "But I teach you." She said, "Mom, yeah, you teach me." I tell her, you know, it inspired me to write a book that I'm going to have out about that subject and how the recipes and things. That was inspiration because I just assumed everybody knew what to do.
Yeah, how to assume. Yeah, that is so needed. Your book. Yeah.
So I said, well, you know, these are things that your grandmother taught. We was talking about the tribe and the villages and what they did and how they was appreciative of the goddess, the mother goddess and the daughter goddess, and how respected and revered they were, and what a role they was. They were not inferior. They were equal, or more so, because without them, they realized the earth would not open up. Birth of children would not be. They were fertile and they were appreciated, and what they gave to the land, the women made it fertile. It was like, wow. Okay.
Wow. I definitely need to be speaking. Yeah. I need to get some in-depth, you know, knowledge on that myself in terms of that, because I need some more. See, that's the thing. Is like it takes one person to realize that, you know, this knowledge is needed. It has to get out about this because it affects and impacts us.
And then, you know, because I said, okay, and this would be a perfect book. Like my daughter said, Mom, this is perfect for kids that are 9 and all the way up to the elders, because what I'm calling it is an elders forum. That's what we forgot, the elders quorum. And they said, what did that mean? I said, an elders quorum is women, elders getting together and show these queens. This is my terminology. Y'all better not use, I better not hear it. It's called queen in waiting. These are what these young ladies are. They are queens in waiting. They have not yet reached their queenship yet. They are queens in waiting. So they need the elders that are queens to guide them, tutelage, and how to be a queen with their temple.
Which we've gotten as well. Yeah. Some of us.
And that's what came from this. Like, oh. And then I said, well, everybody knows what queenship is. My daughter was like, huh? I said, okay. I said, you're a queen in waiting, but now she's a little queen. She knows the knowledge. So now when you're actually a woman and you have children and you're fertile, You're a queen.
Yeah,
Okay,
you've
or
gone through the
I should
rites.
say,
You've had your
when
children.
you're producing. Let me rearrange that because some of us are not going to be mothers. Birth mothers. So just
Right.
because you don't give birth to a child, if you help cultivate and raise a child,
Yeah, that doesn't make you a mom. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, raising the child actually makes you a mother, finishing up that part of it.
so
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we can get together and actually make something like that for the people to see the development of a young girl from an infant all the way up to queenship and the steps and the
Oh, that would
sacred,
be interesting.
I call the sacredness of queen and waiting and what it takes. Because you're a baby, you're a princess,
Yeah,
you're
that's
coddled,
awesome.
you're hold, and you're loved and you're taught. Then you go into queenship where you're a queen and waiting that you got to still be tutored. And then go on. You're a queen and you're able to sit up high on your throne, your seat, your throne, and actually pass on your knowledge.
Absolutely. And it's like, it sounds like a rites of passage, you know, in that.
Thank you.
way.
It is.
Okay. Yeah.
It
Well,
is.
you get that. Yeah.
It is.
Another
And
conversation there.
and that's what I'm trying to do. I want, no, not what I'm trying. That is what I'm doing. I had to rephrase that because I tell people about saying trying. That is what I'm doing. So we're going to have elder quorums because we need them.
Yeah.
And I want to know what, you know, like, this is, but this cartoon is going in this society today and what you're doing. It's very much needed. So people need to embrace this, and it's positive. And the fact that you do cartoons with it, as well as comedy strips, that is done Monday and Friday to start your week off and start your weekend off. That is amazing. You only got those 3 little days that you're like, okay, one day coming, I'm going to get some food. It's food to start your week off. It's food. Your strip, that's what it is. It is food. You're passing on food. You're feeding people. So that's how I see it.
Oh, well,
That's what it is.
You know, was it the what actually, if I may, attracted you to the comment when I got your comment yesterday? Was it the actual name, or what actually? Now I'm interviewing you.
Well, what drew me was looking at the comedy and seeing myself and seeing other little girls in a positive way. That is what drew me, where they were in a positive. They're not arrested. They're not saying hoochie mama stuff. It wasn't smart aleck, we talk back. And I mean, that's anywhere. But it was more, it touched my soul that I could say, you know what, this is clean enough that I can let my 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, or 6-year-old actually see this. Where you look, like I said, boondock. Honey, you can't take that to me back. That's what is it? Adult Swim or something, or
it's
whatever.
Jesus.
It gotta come on late at night because the little boy is cursing so much. But the thing is, the boy is so smart. It's so intelligent, but the words and the harmony of hatred. You don't have hatred. This is love. You're spewing love. That's what drew me to that. I said, a light tracks a light. You know what I mean?
A laugh track. Oh, wow. Yeah, like the tracks. Yes, absolutely. That's what I've heard as well. That's what it is. Yeah, definitely. Because I think is Aaron Magruder, is Boondocks. That's the creator. I don't know. I don't know if the show, did they put the show back on the air? The animated one? I don't know. He went for a little hiatus.
I don't even know. I know that it started, Boondock started off in a comic strip in the newspaper.
Yeah,
Back in the day, people didn't even know that.
Yeah.
It started off in a comic, like in the newspaper, and it was in black and white. And it was like Boon. It wasn't called Boondock. It was called something else.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but it was positive. What I seen. So you seen the boy with the locks. You seen something. You seen essence of yourself. But when I happened to see it on TV and hear it live, it was like, what the heck is on my television?
Yeah, this see what happens is it's a Hollywood shuffle. The thing is, I understand where he wanted, he got caught up in the Hollywood, Robert Townsend, the Hollywood shuffle, where he's trying to go mainstream, but you could go mainstream, and and you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do that where you sacrifice us once again. And, the word nigger and all these different degrees. They started to go stupid. He had a great picture. I thought Huey.
Right.
I still that 10-year-old. And that Riley, that little brother, that was just dumb. I had people walk out the room. They told me that you can watch this, but like I never saw the episode. And they said I can't stay in the same room. Howard University students. I said, where y'all going? They're gonna go in the next room. They can't even watch this. And I said, this might be something, because I didn't know. This is my first time seeing the episode, and then I saw the episode, and it caused a lot of controversy when it first came out on campus. Like, did we really afford this? I didn't know he went. He went to University of Maryland. I don't know. But he called it keeping it real. You can keep it real, but not that there's other forms of realness. That's not everybody's reality. Whatever you're right. And it's an animated form now. So I don't like to. That's
where you shine the light. That's where you come in and show them how it really can be done in a positive light. So I'm saying to all my friends out there that are watching it and showing you how you can get out there and bring it in a positive way of life, there is a positive aspect. So you've went to Howard, you graduated, and you've been working on this for 2 years or more and putting out this positive. So are you at the comic festivals doing this?
Well, for the comic part of it, not the film festival. Well, I went to, are you familiar with the Comic-Con in San Diego? They have it like once a year around this time, July of every year.
Okay.
They have a festival convention, and then I worked with an animator. He's well known in the industry. I just worked at his table, and his name is Bill Plimpton. His stuff is just kind of out there and putting very raunchy stuff or whatever. But you just gotta kind of fit in type of thing and just try to establish yourself. I just wanted to get a feel of what that festival's like, because that's where you find buyers. But my first time was going to the festival. I just was networking and trying to find a place and trying to get an idea of the market for Appetite. And I kind of have to go back to the drawing board a little bit with the audience building online, because that's what platforms are looking for. Like, you already have a built-in audience, because they're afraid to spend now because they've taken risk with new artists. Is what's happening. Last time I was at Comic-Con, but there are some risk takers. There's a couple of risk takers, and trying to be mainstream can be a little bit, because I strongly like. I believe that you can do mainstream without degrading yourself, especially as a people. I believe that you can do that. It's just that with Appetite, we're trying to find where Appetite is in the mainstream world without sacrifice.
Right.
How far can you go before they tell you, hey, we want to change this, we want to change that, this kind of thing. You know, I'm determined trying to deal with our people. You know, like as many of our people that have made it. Like I, you know, Miss one of our screens with Miss Avionne in her academy in California, and her people are very, very receptive as far as helping and just basically trusting what just basically getting it out there. And so I just did screening at her academy there in California.
Okay.
But
So
right now where we are is just how the audience is responding, because you guys are the most important part. you guys, that's what they want me to prove myself. I'm at the stage of proving myself. Then they'll probably look at me there. You know, so they just want me to go back to the online board. And so this interview was really a surprise, because we had just posted after a long hiatus one comment.
Right.
Yes, that was kind of cool. And I thank you.
Oh, no problem. Like I said, it's about where you get in. I'm going to see if people have any. We do have some. Let me see. We have. Hold on. Let me see if anybody. Let me see if they might want to say something. I have a question. Hello. How are you? Who do I have on the line?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. I don't know, 602.
Anybody there? Okay. Well, we'll put them back on mute.
Oh, it's on mute. Okay.
Okay, so that was somebody else. I don't know who that is. But what we're going to do real quick is go to a commercial. And you guys will get to say, so you just stay tuned. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all ready? 6 seconds. This is the commercial.
Oh.
Welcome everyone. This is your favorite Alchemist coming to you live. I have a show every Friday that you don't want to miss on Ustream TV and Blog Talk Radio. And it's called 623-693-3812. We will talk about various things, from vibrations to colors to herbs, and share recipes with you about the healing. What I want to do for you. If you cannot make our show and we'll have a conversation with you, you can call me at 480-253-9407. And it's number again, 480-253-9407. That is the number you call. If you want to do so on the web, you want to share the testimony, and the video version, you can go to or go to www.chefsessfyfoddll.com and slash products, and that's where you'll find it. So we are all over. If you have any questions, again, call 480-253-9407. We are back with Avionne and the beautiful Appetite comic strip. So we're back and we're live. I want to show you guys, and
have you be part of this wonderful event. So we are back. So I was trying to see, I couldn't see, like I need to probably upgrade. I have someone on the line and I want to see if they're going in. Hello, caller 602. Hello. Hello, hello. 434, you're live. Okay. Again, nothing. So we're going to go right back on, like, you know, it's all right. They're enjoying the show, so it's okay. We have some other callers, you know. So if y'all don't have to say, y'all don't want to say anything, y'all don't have to say anything. But I'm glad you guys are here, and I'm going. We got some viewers here. Some people are looking. I'm like, okay, they're not in the room and looking at the census. So you guys get to see, y'all getting to see a lot of stuff you know you really don't want to see sometimes.
Yeah. Good.
So, you know, you get to see all the stuff that's on my computer. So, again, so you said you did something comic strip. So, what other things are you doing to put yourself out in the forefront, or how do you want to be out in the forefront, and how can we as the audience help you? What can we do to help you get better, or be not better, but be out there so you can get the help that you need? Tell us what we can do as people of the listening audience.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm basically trying to basically sell the, so just, I would like to just build the audience as just to see how people are, the feedback is so important now as far as the audience and how they're responding to Appetite, and just getting finally selling the because the ultimate focus is the feature film. It was always meant to be a film, and it's just that we want to begin introduced to film. Takes a little bit, it's a little more involved, and so we at least want to get them out there and the support with the comic. We're just trying to, because at the end of the day, of course, you want to make a living off of what you do, and it's just the support, because I have like the support of the comic. We're gonna like probably do a little bit of merchandising and that when we've proven ourselves, of course. But right now, mainly it's the feedback, and how you all are responding, the people that to Appetite, and is it having any type of impact on you in terms of these characters? Do they speak to you, and who it speaks to, and why? That's really huge for us this year, and hopefully we find what it is that's the selling point to take it to the next level and to the highest level, which is the feature film.
Okay, and that I believe is going to really happen. I believe that's what's going to happen.
Oh, okay. Thank you. This is incredible. This interview. I mean, this really helps us to see. I didn't expect the response that quick. As far as feedback, we're talking about food here and Appetite. Food Alchemy and Alchemist and feedback. Yeah, everything's food related. You notice that in our speeches, like food feedback. Food Alchemist. I don't know, Appetite. I don't know, like food.
Yeah, see? See, it's,
yeah.
Like I said, the conscious world makes up and help you get to where you need to be, which is really positive. So you put out there, like I said, a track like and you say so you speak it into being. Okay? So whatever you speak into being, you attract to you. And if you're saying something, then I've been taught that you're not that level to receive it. But if you act on it and keep going in that direction, what you want, you attract, you get. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Sometimes we want to vibrate at that high vibration, but we haven't cleaned up the low vibration and habits to get to that high vibration.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. You have to do everything in a process or in a sequence, I would think.
So
That type of thing.
when you this summer, like I said, I had a gentleman wanted books for his daughter and his son and dolls, and he was saying that he didn't find anything in like mine. And when you came on, it was like, okay, this is a year ago. He was saying this to me, and I happened to see this, and I thought about it, and I said, I could see a little girl, I could see a cousin, I could see a friend, I could see them being this, and I could see, and it was like positive. I could see all this, and not stereotype, but love, and it was done in love and attraction. I felt of love energy at a high frequency, where I seen, okay, this can really touch some people. They can really see themselves in this character. They can see their children or grandchildren or something in these characters, or see themselves in that characters. So when you can see the essence of yourself, it calls to you. It's like a beckoning symbol, signal, a beckoning. It's beckoning you to really get to know that. You feel what I'm saying? It's beckoning you to do that. So I thought, why not? Why not have this about you? So let's see how many people I can show this to, and that can come to you and open doors for you. So mine is just the Food Alchemy Network. So ladies and gentlemen, have you missed this opportunity? You're going to get to see her again on Friday on True Psychic Network, where we'll be on Skype live. And there are going to be some questions again, but we're going to do it Skype. So this is, like I said, you get a little bit more. I'm doing work of doing the photos and stuff, but my producers behind the scenes doing the magic, where I get to see that and just ask the questions. So we're going to get more in depth about your comic strips and where you want to go and where you want to be. That's going to be Friday. So it's going to be a lot more in depth. But I know that you're going to be ready because you're ready for this opportunity. And what I want you to do is write down, this is from me to you for homework. Write down, where do you want to see this comic strip at? Write down where you want to see this cartoon play.
Okay.
And I want you to write it down and write 3 different places. Whether it's a television show, where you want the comic strip at, where you want the cartoon characters at. Where do you want to see them? 3 different places. They don't have to be in the United States. They don't have to be in the United States TV.
No.
They can be anywhere in the world. And write down, what is the vision that you have? Do you have a vision for a series of a comic book to be that way, known globally?
Okay.
Write that down. And when we come back, you're going to give me those answers on Friday. Don't tell me now.
Okay.
But this is my homework assignment to you.
Okay.
You know, write down
Write it down.
what you see and what you projecting for this comedy. Where do you see it in 5 years? Where do you see it in 10 years? Do you see action figures? Do you see a movie like the Rugrats? You know, do you see something like that? Write all of this down. Where do you
Right.
Where's the positive and positivity do you see it affecting in people's life? That's your homework assignment. And you'll get to watch this video again because I'm going to send it to you. Just in case you forgot everything, you'll get to.
Okay.
And I want you to be ready on Friday to answer. So, you know, and you're talking about health conscious, you're vegetarian, and the life. And you might want to talk about, you know, how's your lifestyle help someone? You know, especially about the hair. That is another topic that I would like to talk about, because we're very conscious about our hair and how it looks and how we don't go outside. And, you know, back in the day, your grandmama might go out there with the pink rollers rolled up in her hair, and you're like, oh, grandma, don't go outside. Or, you know, one side of, you know, the weave is matted and the weave is, you know, the wig is crooked or something like that. Or going back and talking about the effect of your hair has. And this beautiful thing where the girl says, I used to love my puff. I love my
Used to.
Afro puffs. You know,
Yeah.
something positive about loving their hair. The message to the
Right.
young women, young ladies, queens in waiting that would love to hear this.
Yeah.
Love to hear
Yes,
this.
absolutely.
So what message
Absolutely.
do you want to pass on to them? The kings,
I used to
because
love
there are
it.
kings that are coming up too. It's not just about the queens, it's about the princes, the prince that are being brought up into kingdomship, to walk in their
Yes.
kingdomship.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
them too. And you have them on there as well. So that in itself is something more. And you can talk about your heritage. So it's going to be a little bit more depth. This is just to get
Oh.
you mellow
Get used to-
and people know who you are, and to take it to another level.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you ready for that?
This is awesome. I hope so. I better be. And don't mute the mic. I have to stop mute mics and everything. Because what I was doing. I think I should be a
Okay,
little
so
bit
now,
more together.
ladies and gentlemen, now y'all can see I'm back. I'm back. Okay, because we're like about to wrap up. It is like
Okay.
3 minutes after 9 here, and it
Oh my
is
gosh.
probably 3 minutes after 12 there. So
Yes.
time that flew by, I didn't even know,
This
right? So you know what? This is the correct time. 9:04. Where you're at is 12:04, which equals up to the number, my favorite number, 7, and usually 3.
Yes.
Three.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that number too.
So this is awesome. So I want to say for everybody out there, thank you so much for tuning in and calling 347-996-5895. And thank you for coming in and joining us and just being part of this lovely audience. I am just in awe, and I want to thank you for you guys being part of this and helping us. I just say thank you so much. So
Thank you.
without further ado, okay, I don't know what this is, but maybe to push talk when we're on. So we're going to go back live. We're going to push this back. Okay. I don't know what this is, ladies and gentlemen. I pushed a button I didn't know.
Oh,
We're
okay.
going to go back. Hold on. You know, this is like really. Okay.
That's
It's like Google Hangout is like, okay, what is she doing? I was like, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm working this out.
I'm like new to these interviews myself. Google Hangout is very adventurous.
Yes,
Right.
you know, that's what I said. It goes back and it's all good. So,
Yes.
okay, so I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. I want you to have a blessed night. And
You have a wonderful night. Thank you. Yes,
and thank you so much for being on my show. And I say to everybody, love, life, longevity, much prosperity to all of us.
Yes.
And I send you a very, very good blessings of sleep on your next journey.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Please have a very wonderful night. Yes.
To
Take care.